Our five-step approach, which you're going to learn this before you actually go to the assessment centre, and you should use this whilst creating reports from the sample exercises that you've been provided with as part of the pack. So let's have the five-step approach with us now. So the first thing is that you're going to read the information, which you've done. So spent a couple of minutes reading that information. You'll need to actually read it a lot quicker than what I've gone through it there on the day, but once you practice these, believe me, solutions will start to jump out at you, only because you understand your role and also the core competencies. Okay, so step one, you've read the information. Step two is to extract relevant information from irrelevant information. So when I'm going through this, I'm going to actually highlight now the relevant information. So you are the customer services officer for sample exercise 1. That is relevant because you're the customer services officer. You've got certain duties, and therefore you must be able to make decisions and come up with a recommendation to this problem. A new pub that is being opened in the centre, that is relevant because it's a new pub that is being opened. It's not open yet, but it's a new one. The pub owners have requested that the pub is open to serve alcohol beverages from 11 AM till 11 PM. Now that is very relevant. It's relevant because from 11 AM to 11 PM they're going to serve alcoholic beverages, and immediately that jumps out to me that that could be a problem, and we know it's a problem because of the information from the survey. The general public and staff are not happy with the idea of the pub opening in the shopping centre because of perceived antisocial behaviour, problems, littering and rowdiness. So again, that's relevant because these are your customers. You have to provide a high quality level of care, but also remember that part of your role is to actually create customers' needs against organisational needs. So you've got a bit of a balancing act to do there. And then state what your main findings are. That's relevant because that's what you have to do, and what your recommendations would be. So that, in my opinion, is the only information that is really relevant to this situation. So when you actually break down the relevant information from irrelevant information, there's not a great deal. Yeah, the information on the survey sheet, without reading it all, it actually just tells you that most people are unhappy. Most of your customers, you could say 80% of people are unhappy. Okay, so we've extracted the relevant information from irrelevant information. Now, what we're going to do is actually create the report now.